Hey, it's Albert Orange, and welcome to the Bella Before podcast with yours truly, Albert Orange. Episode 47, everyone. Welcome, welcome. If you're listening for the first time, or maybe for the second time, if you went and listened to my latest episode of the show, the one where you got to enjoy my pain as the Seahawks played a not the best game of franchise history. Let's just say that. Okay? It's crazy. I uploaded that to YouTube, and right now it's my second most popular episode on YouTube, on my YouTube channel. The first being that wasabi video that I have as a trailer. You know, that one's got 35 views, and about half of those views were from me. But still, um, I don't know if it's because of the what's it called, search engine optimization, SEO, or whatever. Because it was Thursday night football, right? Everybody had what they had, Thursday night. They had Friday. They had Saturday. They had 2 days to talk about uh you know that game. So it's probably no wonder that my video got a bunch of views as it did. Right now I think it's got 17 views. The last time I checked it, it had 17 views. I'm not really, too extremely worried about view count. I would like it to be higher, but whatever. Um, I guess I don't know. I guess I should start broadcasting Thursday night football more on this podcast. You know, commentating over games and such. I think right now the Rams, the Baker Mayfield Rams, are playing Green Bay, which we'll check how that. Actually, we'll check right now. I don't know what the score is. I wonder what it is. It's an interesting game. Unfortunately, since it's Monday Night Football, I can't watch it because I don't have a NFL Network or anything. I don't pay to watch TV. That's silly, you know? That's just silly. I do pay to watch Netflix and Hulu, even though I haven't done that in a long time, but, that's neither here nor there. Um, let's oh, you know what? Before I check the scores here for oh, by the way, it's episode 47. I don't know if I mentioned that yet, but it's episode 47. Welcome to episode 47. You know, my name's Albert Orange, host of the Bella Before podcast, hosted by Albert Orange with yours truly, Albert Orange. You get what it means. You get what I mean. I mean, so somebody should uh make a compilation of all the verbal gaffes that I have on this podcast. You could make like an entire compendium of that. All right. Before I get to talking about sports here, and I'm not gonna talk about sports for too long, but before I do that, I wanted to play the theme music for the sports segment of this podcast. It's a totally new thing on this podcast, I made up a sports theme for this podcast every time I want to talk about sports. So here we go. This is the Bell the Before podcast, hosted by Albert Orange, with yours truly, Albert Orange. Sports segment theme music. Here it is. So that's the theme music for the sports segment of the podcast. I've worked on it, not at all. Anyways, let's just see what's up here. Oh, by the way, I was gonna watch the World Cup final, but it started at 7 a.m. Pacific time, and I really wish I watched that, but also it's like, you know, 7 a.m. I'm an undisciplined adult. Okay, I'm 20 years old. I still sleep in. Okay, that's what I do on most days. I sleep in cuz I don't have a job or anything. I'm a deadbeat basically. 7 a.m. That's I know it shouldn't be a lot to ask, but it is a lot to ask. So, I didn't end up watching that, unfortunately. But congratulations to Lionel Messi. I wanted him to win that one. I honestly did. I watched him play in that Brazil 2014 final, and obviously he didn't win that one, but you know, he waited. He had to wait 8 years to do it again, and he finally did. So he's the goat. He is the goat. As for Chris, yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, um, that sucked. Um, I would have liked to see how Argentina and Portugal would have played together, but yeah, well, I don't know. That sucks though. Like you could tell, he really wanted it, and you know, these things only come around every 4 years, and anybody who loses, who gets so freaking close to winning, and then they don't, well, you know, that's gotta take something away from your soul. That's gotta that's gotta just Anyways, congratulations, Leo Messi, Argentina, on winning the World Cup. I was sort of stalling there because right now my Wi-Fi doesn't work. Actually, I'm sure it works in my house, but since I'm in my garage, which is so far away from my house, um, the Wi-Fi is just not making its way through. So I guess all of this is pointless. Um, God damn it. My my computer's connected. Maybe we can look it up on my computer. Is this gonna fuck up the recording on? No. Hold on. Let's see. Let's see if my computer works. Oh my god, it does. How is my computer working and not my iPhone? That's weird. NFL League. The Los Angeles Rams and the Green Bay Packers. The Green Bay Packers are leading by 12. It's 24-12. Oh my god. They're in the fourth quarter. 7 minutes and 59 seconds left. Let's see what they do. The Packers got a field goal in the first quarter, a touchdown with an extra point in the second. The Los Angeles Rams scored six. Um, the Los Angeles Rams also scored six in the third. The Green Bay Packers got 14 in the third, and so far it's a scoreless fourth quarter. But wow, the Green Bay Packers might actually win this. They might actually win this, but you know what? Seeing as how weird this week was, who knows? Maybe it might change. You know that the fucking Vikings had a 33-point comeback. Okay, it was 33-0. They were playing who the hell were they playing? Who the hell were they playing? They were playing the Colts, right? And so the Colts scored 17 in the first quarter, 16 in the second. Wait a minute. Hold on. All right, I'm back. I apologize. I got interrupted by my mother again. There's no respect for anybody in this house anymore. Um it wasn't nothing. It was just somebody from DoorDash, a DoorDash delivery driver. They let's just say they got the wrong house, and they left some food on our doorstep. Um so which isn't ours, it belongs to somebody else who we don't recognize the name. We don't really know our neighbors all that much, you know? So somebody's gonna go hungry tonight, and we have food that we don't know what to do with. I think it was, I haven't even read the receipt on that. I think it said yellow chicken curry or something like that. I don't know. Anyways, let's just drop this and go back to talking about football, all right? You know what? This isn't the first time this has happened, by the way. This is like there's been a few other instances where we've either received some groceries. Oh, my dog is barking. I heard my dog barking outside. I think my dog is barking at somebody in the driveway. Could that be somebody looking to reclaim their food? We'll see. I guess let's just go back to talking about football. It's just our house, whenever an address from anywhere in this neighborhood is put in for, a delivery, it always goes to our house because we're the first on the street, and I guess everybody just assumes that we order food and stuff. I don't know. But anyways, we'll just go back to talking about football for the third and final time, all right? Uh what the hell was I saying? Right. So this is such a weird thing to get interrupted by, but okay. Um the Colts and the Vikings. I was talking about that game. Okay? Week 15. 17 nothing Indianapolis Colts in the first quarter. 16 to nothing in the second quarter. Colts score a field goal in the third. The Vikings score 14 and 22 in the fourth quarter, and then they go into overtime when they kick a field goal to win the game. So that's insane. Um, yeah, that's that's pretty cool. That's really cool. That's the largest comeback in football history. So congratulations to the Vikings, I suppose. Um, let's see if anything's happened in the Packers game while I was gone. The 1 minute left in the quarter, actually 2 minutes. Um, so far nothing's happened. It's still 24-12. Well, let's see. Let's see who got a. Let's see the stats. Let's see the scoring summary. Let's see. We got a field goal, Mason Crosby. A field goal, Matt Gay of the Rams. A touchdown from A.J. Dillon. A field goal from Matt Gay again. Uh, A.J. Dillon touchdown from the Packers. Aaron Jones a 20 wait a 7-yard touchdown pass from Aaron Rodgers. Mason Crosby extra point. Oh man, oh man, the Packers got 3 touchdowns. The Rams have 2. And wait a minute, no they don't. Do they? Am I dyslexic? Hold on. Rams field goal. Rams field goal. Rams touchdown. Okay. Yeah, Tyler Higbee, 8-yard pass from Baker Mayfield. Mac A extra point is no good. Well, isn't that unfortunate? Um, it sucks for the Rams. At least the Bengals are doing okay this year. They're doing okay. The Rams are they're 4-9. They're about to be 4-10. Unless they can turn it around real good. Wow. Well, that sucks for them. I've actually been thinking a lot about Super Bowl 56 or whatever the fuck it was. I should really stop saying bad words. I should really stop. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna try to make a conscious effort from now on to stop saying bad words, because I really didn't like how I just said fuck right there. Like, just needlessly saying fuck, I don't fucking need to say fuck again. Like, that's like, what the fuck? That's fucking unnecessary. That's just like, the fuck am I talking about anymore? So I'll fucking stop doing that. I was thinking about the last Super Bowl from February, and you know it was the first. Actually, it was the second Super Bowl, um, ever. Also, second Super Bowl in a row to not be on neutral ground. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers got to play their Super Bowl in their home stadium, and then the Rams got to play in SoFi Stadium. So it got me thinking, and I just I watched that game, and I didn't really care who won. But, looking back on that game, I really I really wish that the Bengals won. Because, the Bengals, keep in mind, I don't know too much about football. All right. I don't know too much about football history or anything. I don't know how many times the Bengals have gone to the playoffs. or even had winning seasons, you know. I don't know anything. But I don't think that the Bengals have been all that successful, okay? Just sorry, but as a casual fan, you know, the Bengals haven't really been, you know, a team to talk about for the last decade or so. Again, I don't know what I'm talking about, so I could be completely wrong. But, you know, when the Bengals play, I don't really notice. I never really noticed. Um that being said, last year the Bengals did great and they beat the Chiefs in the AFC championship, and oh man, those were really great games. You know, the 2021 playoffs, those were really good. And again, I didn't really care who won the Super Bowl, but you know, I really wish they did, because whoever whoever got to go to that game in person as a Rams fan, okay, they didn't even have to get on an airplane. They didn't have to do any of that. Okay? Maybe a few of them road trip, but come on, they most of them drove, okay? Most of them drove, stayed there for 4 hours, and then they got to leave home happy. Meanwhile, you have Cincinnati fans who waited. They've been waiting for so goddamn long for their team to finally just appear in a Super Bowl. In a Super Bowl. Okay? They've been waiting. And once they finally win the AFC championship, they finally won that. Just anybody who could, they bought tickets, not just for them, but maybe for a friend, a family member, okay? $2,500 a piece for one ticket. And then they also had to buy the airplane ticket. They had to fly over there. They had to probably stay in a hotel. Okay? In fucking Los Angeles. They had to make that trip halfway across the country in a stadium, the very same stadium where the team that they are rooting against just so happens it just so happens to be their home stadium, you know. And then they watch the Super Bowl. And once all is said and done, once the dust settles, what the hell happens? You know? The Rams fans had it so goddamn convenient for them. And the Bengals, they lost so much goddamn money for arguably one of the most disappointing nights of their lives. So that's really unfortunate. And I don't know why I never thought it was weird that the Rams were playing in their own stadium when I was watching that game, you know? I don't know why I didn't call that out. I don't know why I didn't say anything. I was with friends. I was at a friend's house. You know, I could have said something. I could have made fun of that, and I could have used that to root against the Rams, but I didn't. I for some reason I just it didn't occur to me, you know? So, I don't know. That's just unfortunate. That really sucks. I think that really sucks for Bengals fans and for football in general. Is this how it's gonna be from now on? Surely we're not gonna have neutral. Hold on. Uh, Super Bowl 2022 date. Um. Okay, maybe not Super Bowl 2022. Hold on, let me go on Wikipedia and let me go to the. Okay, Super Bowl. What the hell is this? Super Bowl 57? Okay, Super Bowl 57. It's going to be in Arizona. So, okay. I guess it will be on neutral ground cuz Arizona is not doing good, okay? They're definitely not going to get even into the playoffs. I think they got eliminated actually from the playoffs. Um so it definitely will be a neutral ground this year, but come on, man, like can we have at least 3 teams, okay? Three venues, I should say. 3 venues to have a bid for the Super Bowl each year. Just 3. Okay? That way if the two conference champions you know, if their venues also happen to be uh you know bidding for the Super Bowl, then the third venue will be the neutral ground. You see what I'm saying? So, let's say I don't know too many stadium names. Okay, let's say the Packers just have a miraculous last 3 games, you know. Uh and let's just say that let's say that oh, hold on. Hold on. Let's see how that game turned out. Let's just see how that game turned out. 24-12 final. Okay. Well, that's good game Packers, good game the Rams. Um the Packers won against the Rams, everyone. So, let's say the Packers. Okay, let's say the Packers and the Rams, you know, miraculously make it into the playoffs this year. Um let's say that that they make their way, they both win their conference championships. And let's also say that SoFi Stadium and Lambeau Field are bidders for the Super Bowl, you know, or however that bidding process works. Um, let's say that SoFi Stadium is where Super Bowl 57 was already going to be, you know, because it already had that bid. Well, let's actually add in 2 more venues to ensure that there's neutral ground. So that way, just in case that second venue was also Lambeau Field, you know, we can't have that because the Packers would you know would be their own conference championships in this hypothetical scenario. So let's just say that our third venue, which would be Lumen Field, okay, that would be the neutral ground, okay. The Packers would play in Lumen Field. The Rams would go there. They'd be on neutral ground. Okay, is Seattle closer to Los Angeles than Green Bay is to Seattle? Yeah, like yeah, of course. So would you expect more Rams fans to go to Seattle than Green Bay fans? Probably. I don't know. At that point, it's up to the fans. If they want to go, they can go. Okay? It doesn't matter if the stadium's filled with Rams fans. Okay? It doesn't matter. As long as it's on neutral ground. From there the fans can do whatever they want. Okay, if no Green Bay Packers fan wants to go to Lumen Field, well then, that's on them. Okay? That's on them. So as long as it's on neutral ground, that would be fine. That would be good. Anyways, I've rambled about this for way too long. The Bengals should have won that game, but oh well. I don't care. I don't care. I'm not upset that the Seahawks won. It's just, it's or that the Seahawks lost that game against the 49ers, but it's just, it's just I really thought they had a chance, and I was really hoping, and they didn't deliver. So that sucked. Apparently they scored a touchdown, you know, later in that game, but who's kidding who, you know? Anyways, I think that ends the sports segment of this show. Let's just play the piano theme real quick for that. Let's wait for my piano to actually turn on. Here it is. Here's the theme. There it is. That's a sports theme for the Bell the Before podcast. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I didn't work on it. All right. Well, let's talk about something else, for God's sake. Let's talk about the holidays. Let's talk about the holidays real quickly. I did some Christmas shopping today among the capitalistic aisles, that is Walmart, you know. And did some Christmas shopping, and I bought these gloves because I knew I wanted to record the podcast today, because I want to do twice a week from now on till the end of December, because I want to reach episode 50, man. And so I went ahead and I bought these gloves from Walmart, okay? And they're supposed to be, let me be clear, they're supposed to be work gloves, okay? They're not mittens. In retrospect, I should have gone for, some sort of pair of mittens, or some sort of just wool, cotton, whatever gloves, That's what I should have gone for, but for some reason I thought that work gloves, meant for, handling snow, or, just wearing during, the winter would work for this. Now there was no way to measure or try out the gloves on your hands, because they were like they were literally stapled together. Okay? I forgot the name of the brand, but But both of these gloves were literally stapled together. There was a staple in there. Okay? So it was literally stapled together. So I couldn't, just take them out and try them on my hands first to see if I liked it. So I just said, "Oh, what the hell? I'll return. I'll buy it. Okay, I'll buy this pair of gloves." And they turned out to make my fingers very stubby. Um, I put them on, and they're just they make. I don't know how to describe it. The gloves are just they're not too big, okay? But there's just you put them on, and let's say you have your thumb, okay, and you put the gloves on your thumb, and the rest of your fingers, of course. But looking at the thumb, where your thumb ends, at the fingertip, okay, the glove actually adds like an extra centimeter on it. So anytime you want to like press something with your thumb or whatever, okay, the glove actually like keels over and just like it's that extra centimeter of glove on the fingertip of your thumb, you know, and it just kind of like and like let's say you want to like you know uh press a key on your keyboard with your index finger. There's that extra little centimeter of glove on top of your index finger. So if you want to press the space bar or something, you gotta like let the glove, you know, do that for you. You can't like press too hard or else the tip of the glove will just like, it'll just like bend. You know what I mean? So it was like very clunky. It was very, it added too much. It wasn't good enough. So I think I'm going to return that. And I really hope that made sense. Or else I just wasted 7 minutes explaining crap to you. Okay. Um so I should have gone for mittens, man. I don't know what I was thinking. I also bought some like heavy duty socks, you know. It's like these woolen socks. Which, they're okay, I guess. Um I bought them for the purpose of just having them whenever I'm wearing this, whenever I'm recording this podcast, cuz sometimes my fingers or my toes, they get a little frosty, and I'm also doing something this week which will require me to be outside, and that's also why I bought them. But I think I might not end up you know wearing these as well to that because they're too tight on my toes. I don't like it when my toes are, you know, sardined up, and huddled too closely to each other. You know, they're these socks, they make my toes compact a little, and I don't like that. I want my toes to feel free. You know what I mean? And so I think I'll just wear some regular socks with my LF1 duck boots from Nike that I ordered off the sneakers app. Like when did I order that? Um, oh, I must have been 14. Yeah, yeah, I was 14 when I ordered those. You know, I got a lot of compliments for those back in the day. You know, got a lot of looks, a lot of compliments. It it was I guess you could say it was a little bit of a hit. I guess I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Um, I like those boots. They're a bit too small for my feet, but they're um they're big enough to wear around comfortably. Um, so yeah, I'll just wear just regular socks with those boots to that thing I have. I don't even know if it's gonna happen or I hope it happens, but anyways, I won't talk about that until it actually does happen. You know, so hey, you got something to look forward to. Anyways, I hope you're enjoying this podcast so far. So far I've talked about gloves and socks and boots and football and something else. Oh, oh, you hear that? That's my dog, Rio. He's barking at somebody. Who's he barking at? Who's he barking at? Is it somebody reclaiming their misdelivered DoorDash food? I think it might. I hope I hope the walls in this garage are thick enough to where my voice couldn't be heard by anybody else. I was talking very loud there. My dog is still barking. He's still barking. He's very unfriendly. He doesn't like strangers. I wonder if you can even hear that at all. I wonder if this episode is even still recording. I think it is. Yeah, I can see the little waves, the little sound waves that are made by my voice on GarageBand. God damn, my dog just doesn't want to stop barking. God, do you hear how ridiculous this is? Oh my God, he's still going. Jesus. Oh my God, can we have some peace and quiet here? Jesus Christ. You know, I was actually before I started this recording, like right before I started this recording, I attempted to record the podcast, and that attempt lasted 13 minutes. It actually lasted 8 minutes. But then, my dog was getting so antsy. He wanted to go outside so badly. So I stopped the recording and I let him go outside. Then I let him come back inside to record again and continue that, attempted episode. But again, he got so antsy. He wanted to go outside so badly that I just said, all right, you know what? I'm just going to let you out. I'm going to make you stay out since that's where you want to belong. And I'm just going to record my podcast. And then at that point, I'm like, you know what? I hate this episode. I hate how tense Rio made me during that episode. During the recording so far, I'm just going to start a new recording here. And that's what this recording is. So you're you missed out on a potential episode that just didn't end up making the cut, if you know what I mean. This is the second attempt at recording episode 47. And I'd say it's going okay so far. We're 45 minutes into it. You know. Um. Anyways, I really don't know what to talk about anymore. I feel like I've covered a lot so far, so I don't know. Should I stop? I don't know. I would really keep going if I could, but I don't know. I think I should stop. Oh, actually, I forgot to mention this, but since I hate those gloves that I bought today at Walmart, I needed to put something on my hands so they wouldn't get cold. So this is no joke, okay? I just went ahead and I got some socks from my sock drawer and I just put them on my hands. So like right now as I speak, I've got socks on my hands and I'm using them as mittens and I'm recording this podcast with a microphone that I'm holding with my left hand, which has a sock on it. And my right hand also has a sock on it. It's a Nike sock. They're Nike socks. And, you know, they're okay, I guess. It's better than nothing. It's so cold and I don't like my hands getting cold and stuff. So, I don't know why, I don't know how this is at all important for you to know this, but I have socks on my hands. Right now, as I speak, I have socks on my hands. I'm not poor, okay? I'm not poor. That might have just sounded like I am poor, but I'm not poor. I'm really not poor. Okay? Is it a poor thing to have socks on your hands and use them as mittens? I don't know. I don't know. We've never been poor. Okay, we're not rich, but we're not poor, we're not, you know, we're not in poverty. We've always had a little bit of money. We've always had shelter. I could absolutely go out and buy some mittens if I wanted to. I could do that right now off of Amazon. But I'm not poor, ladies and gentlemen. I want to make that very clear. I am not poor. What I am is incompetent. And that's the word of the day. Incompetence. You want to know what that means? You want to know what that means? I'll tell you what it means. Let me just look it up first. Incomp in incomp 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 hold on. Incompetent. Not having or showing the necessary skills to do something successfully. So I do not have the necessary skills to do to do life successfully. That's how incompetence applies to me. Okay? I should have got mittens and I wasn't thinking and I got these, you know, stubby work gloves, clunky, whatever the word is. And I should have gone for mittens. And I didn't. So that's That's what's going on. That's been my day so far. You know. So yeah, I've got gloves on my hands or socks on my hands. That's what I mean to say. I actually had to take off the sock on my right hand because I wanted to look the incompetence up on my computer. I can't really do that, you know. I can't really type on the keyboard with a sock on my hand, so I had to take it off. But I'm putting it back on now, and yeah, I got socks on my hands. And now I'm gonna take the sock off again on my right hand because I'm going to look up the language list because I'm going to end this episode right now as it is. So, yeah. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode. And you know what? Go check out my Instagram. I'm gonna I wanna post on there more, and you know I stopped I stopped being on Twitter, for a while now. It wasn't just because of that Elon thing. It was because I just every time I went on Twitter, I didn't feel good. It didn't add to my life at all. If anything, it made it worse. So I deleted Twitter, and I'm not gonna use Twitter anymore. I'm not gonna post on Twitter. So yeah, that's the deal right now. And I'm only gonna all like literally all of the social media that I'll do now for literally everything would be Instagram, Instagram and YouTube, okay? And Snapchat, but that's for my personal life, see? So if you want to follow my Instagram, if you want to follow this podcast, you just got to go to Albert underscore orange underscore 007. All right? Just like James Bond. Because who doesn't like James Bond? And if you want my YouTube handle, you can also go to Albert underscore orange underscore 007. Okay? It's the exact same thing as my Instagram. Okay? Um, and yeah, you know, YouTube has handles now. They have, the at and then whatever, I guess, username you want to have or whatever. So yeah, go follow me on those. Go subscribe to me. Go like all my stuff. You can find my podcast on Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, Anchor, YouTube. Okay? So go check all of those out. Thank you for listening to episode 47 of the Bell the Before podcast. I have a sock on my hand. And as the Latvians say, oh my god. Oh my god. Uh, Uz Redzezanos. Uz Redzezanos. Uz Redzezanos. Everyone. See you next time.